Hi, hello. Before we get started, there's a couple of things I want to mention. Number one, I know this is a lot of eyeshadow to process. This is over a decade's worth of accumulating 77 Urban Decay eyeshadow palettes. So, yeah, it's excessive. The video is going to take a while to watch the whole thing through. We have world noises in the background, so please try your best to bear with me. Also, this is going to be a 100% unedited video, so heads up on that. It's going to be rambly, it's going to be long. I may have some malfunctions, but we're going to just get through it. And also, one last thing, it would really mean a lot to me if people did not comment things in the description, not in the description, but in the comment box, just saying things like, I should be spending my money on other things and giving it back. That's not needed. So just wanted to let you know that. Also, this is, like I said, it's over a decade's worth of collecting. And I didn't buy all this stuff myself. Absolutely not. I had, these things were like birthday gifts, Christmas gifts, gifts just because. So, it's not me spending all of my money on all of this. And it's not PR. I'm not sponsored, but if Urban Decay wants to put me on their PR list, thank you in advance. But yeah, I thought it would just be fun to show this because I know I love watching collection videos and, I thought I would share. So this has been a long time coming. I have a video that was put up probably about 5 years ago. So if you want to see the new things since that video, you'll be able to pick it out. So without further ado, let's get started. Grab yourself a Diet Coke, a coffee, some alcohol, some food, whatever you gotta do. If you gotta pause and rewatch it later, I totally get it. This is gonna be a long one. So let me take a sip of my Diet Coke and then we'll get started. All right, so the palette that started it all is this one. This is my very first Urban Decay eyeshadow palette. It's velvety, it's purple, it's disco-y. And this is what the inside looks like. So it has 9 eyeshadows and the sponge applicators here. This is how Urban Decay used to do things. Sponge applicators, very simple, bright, bold colors. And they were doing this before anybody else did, which is why I kind of fell in love with this company because they were the ones who really opened my eyes to makeup being colorful beyond just neutrals and a smoky eye. This was given to me by my friend in college, Kristen, and in 2008. So that's when everything kind of took off. So about 12-ish years worth of eyeshadow. So you can tell I really liked that zero color and Ransom. But yeah, so this started it all. So momentous. Oh, and I have stains on my hand from lip swatches. I don't have any kind of like disease or anything. I don't know why I just said that. Oh my gosh. Okay. Moving right along. So Urban Decay went through a phase where they had a certain shape and size to their eyeshadow palettes. I don't know the names of these palettes, a lot of them, because they are vintage. And, some of these were released before 2008. So I bought them years later. One thing I love about these palettes in particular is that they have such cool artwork on them. This one says, "We don't do animal testing. How could anyone?" Urban Decay was like one of those first cruelty-free brands that I even knew of, anti-animal testing. So it was kind of really neat for me as a consumer because, people were testing on animals. People still test on animals. And yeah, so these are 6 eyeshadow palette. And I believe they either came with an eyeliner or a lip product, but I'm not 100% sure. And what's interesting about this one in particular with the ladies on it is that this is actually the exact same eyeshadow palette as this one with the peacock on it. And again, I don't know what the names are, but you can see they're the same eyeshadow palette. You're going to notice a lot of these palettes have repeat colors like Smog. You're going to see Smog a lot in these eyeshadows. You're going to see Mushroom a lot, Midnight Cowboy, Midnight Cowgirl. You know, back in the day, there were a lot of repeat shadows, but just with really cool packaging. Then we kind of go to the slimmer type of style here. Like we have this one with the skull on it and this like textured metallic, again, cardboard, really crappy mirror, the double-ended spongy tips, and then the colors here, which you can barely even read what they are. Midnight Cowboy Rides Again, Grifter's in a lot of the older ones too. So very sparkly, a lot of like neutrals with a pop of teal or green. That was kind of their vibe. So there's that one. This one here, again, has the kind of hand-drawn, vintagey looking artwork. This one's more of like a mauve-y neutral tone. There's another Smog. Last Call you're going to see a lot too, but with that pop of blue, the sponge tips as well. Then we have the Ammo palette, which falls into this category. You've got a velvety gun. There's like a fish and a butterfly, all kinds of stuff. Again, with there's Last Call, Grifter. See, it's the same color, Smog. But I was so sucked into the packaging and collecting that I just had to have them all. So there's that. Next we have, Roller Girl. This is a cool one. So this one's like not as old, but I liked it because it's 4 shadows and then it came with a lip product. I love the color story of this, which actually I would love to do. I should do a look that is like these colors, all 4 of them. I should actually use the palette. But yeah, this is really pretty. I have Woodstock in an eyeliner pencil. And it's just got this really cool, these girls that are, well, it's one girl. She's wearing like 70s retro roller skates and she just looks like she's having a good time. So there's that. And then, okay, we'll look at this one. This is the black palette. So it's like black and glittery. Again, cardboard. I believe it came with a 0 eyeliner pencil. These were all like blackened colors with like a black undertone with some shimmer. And this was actually replaced by this one here. This is the Smoked palette. So the year of the Smoked palette, there's also other palettes that are in the zipper package, which I'll show you those. And I kept mine in the zipper and kept the tags too, because I'm just extra like that. But you'll notice that this is a very similar color story to the black palette here. But it also started to include some mattes in here. Oh, mushroom right there. And I believe this came with a Perversion eyeliner pencil. So moving right along to the zipper packaging. This is probably some of my favorite packaging ever. If you know, fun fact about me, I love cephalopods, octopus, squid, things with tentacles. And this is just so pretty and glittery. I don't know what this is called. Does it say on the tag? No, but there's 3 of them that came out at the same time. And it came with like a little teeny tiny lip gloss. This is actually looks almost very similar to those other palettes, but you've got Maui Wowie. I know I've seen that one in another one, but they had like a lip gloss here, and this was a way for you to easily pop it out. I love like the neon drawn octopus in the background. And then these are the other 2 that came out at the same time. This one here is definitely more of like a neutrally color story. Shimmer, like muted, but it's got like a fishnet background in here. And again, it came with the lip gloss. And then this one here has like a little dagger. And that actually looks really similar to also that black palette and the smoky palette. There's another mushroom. But it has like roses in here. So that was a year of zipper packaging. Next I have the Pulp Fiction palette. I've never seen the movie Pulp Fiction, but yeah, they came out with a Pulp Fiction collection, and of course, naturally, I needed it. It has technically 5 shadows because there's a black and a white here, Wendy, the owner of Urban Decay, Pulp Fiction's her favorite movie, so she did a Pulp Fiction collection. That's pretty much the gist of it. Um, Not much to say about it other than I own it. So there it is. All right, let's keep moving right along. My leg is asleep. Oh, geez. All right, let me try and find some of the older ones. Wendy's Contraband. This one came out. Wendy is the owner of Urban Decay. And you can see these are her favorite eyeshadow colors. And I want to say that this is almost the exact same color story as another palette. Like the older ones, you know, it's a lot of repeats. But this is very reminiscent of like these three because it's the same kind of packaging. It came with a 0. We've got a Smog there and a Deep End. But it's a pretty package. Packaging. Let's find, oh, these are cool. So these came out and they're like face cases. So this was something I believe that started overseas and then they brought them to the States. So they're called face cases because they have eyeshadows in them. It came with a lip product. And then it also has at the bottom some cheek. Oh, that's a pretty blush color. 2 blushes and a highlight. So, and it also, I want to say it had an eyeliner too. So it was meant to basically be your whole entire face in one palette. So, you know, you've got your matte brow bone color, light shades, and some shimmers. Oh, but this is the Shattered face case. And then this is the Anarchy face case. So really, really pretty. Like, look at that silver right there. And then that blush is really pretty too. The sad thing is, like, I don't pull these out for the face products ever, which I probably should be doing that more because they are like super pretty. Okay, let's go to the Vice palettes. So back in the day, Urban Decay's thing was Vice palettes. There's a bunch of them. And they were like these large palettes that had like a shit ton of shadows in them, excuse my language. And yeah, there's a ton of them. So this one, you know, I don't remember which one is which. All I know is that this is like sticky feeling. Oh, this is the original Vice palette. It's like sticky and it has this 3D jeweled tone, but this was the cool thing about it. You push the button, it opens. So all these shadows in here, this is when Chaos launched. I have that in an eyeliner pencil, and it was like everything for me. It was that bright blue. And they always came with a double-ended brush. This was pre-Naked palettes, like years before Naked palettes. So lots of shadows. What do we have here? 15 or something? 20 shadows? Yeah. So this is the original Vice palette. Then there's a Vice 2, which was this one. So this is a glossy, kind of marbled packaging. And then again, double-ended brush in here. I've never washed those brushes either. That's gross. More like pink tones and yeah, these all look like I never used them. But there's Vice 2. I should do like a palette bingo or something with all the Vices. Then there's Vice Limited, which is this one here. Oh, she had some problems. Oh, she's got issues. Laced, I just saw that in another one of them. And looking at them now, they're like in the pan crooked. Interesting. But this is Vice Limited. So there's those 20 shades. Ooh, that makes me worried. I love the lime green. Then this was the Vice XX Reloaded Limited. So again, with the, oh, that's when Gash became an eyeshadow. I have the nail polish of that too. So really, really pretty here. There's an oil slick. I know I've seen that. Oh, Smog. Smog is in everything. Another laced Freak Show. I know I've seen that before. So Midnight Cowboy, Mildew, I've seen those. But yeah, There's more. There's more. Oh, wait. There's these two. So then they put them in bags. So this one is Vice. I don't know if it's 3 or what, but this one doesn't have the button because it had a bag. So this one was when I started getting into the red tone colors. I started wearing those a little bit more. But yeah, really pretty. Love the fact that it came in a bag. And I like the bag a lot. It's cool. And then this one is really cool. I love this one. Check out this packaging. Urban Decay is like, that's why I collect it. It's the packaging. Look at that flame color right there. It's gorgeous. Fastball. That's, I actually have that in a single. I'm trying to look at some of these shades to see if I remember anything about them, but yeah, this is so cool. And then this is like an ombre from pink to like gold. It looks like the color is kind of faded over time, but then in this little bag here. And these I remember, I don't know, these were like in the $60 range for eyeshadow palettes, which is more than, you know, like something smaller like a naked palette. So they're pricey. These ones are also on the older, like way older Urban Decay. This one I remember, I think my friend Sean got this for me, but they used to do these like pop-up 3D. Oh, is it not lighting up anymore? Oh, it used to have little lights in here. Oh, okay. Well, it's a 3D New York City there. And then it has a tray that pulls out. So this was before the Vice palettes. And it would come with an eyeliner and then either like a mini mascara or an eyeshadow primer or a lip color. There's Mildew again, last call. Smog. Sin is one. Maui Wowie. Oozy. Was like, yeah, these are all like repeats, shadows. But again, it's all about the packaging when it comes to Urban Decay. This one was really different. I believe this was like almost $70, I think. It came with a mini speaker and that you would plug into your phone and scan these little QR codes, and it would take you to, you could put your phone here and you could look at the look. So, and maintenance is here, so we have to pause.